your colors. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guards dismissed.
Good morning, everyone. Aren't they cute? Welcome to all of you to our dedication and ribbon cutting ceremony. What an exciting day it is to see our former administrators of Parker Woods Montessori, formerly Winton Montessori, to have our superintendent, Mrs. Mary Ronan, here, and members of our Board of Education here to celebrate with us today. As we're here to celebrate the opening of a new building. And I couldn't help but reflect on the fact that as the administrator of this building, I've actually had the opportunity to be a part of this community in every building that it has been located in. I did a year as the assistant principal of Winton Montessori when it was located on Winesty Avenue in Winton Terrace. I was there for 1 year, and it was also the year that the school found out that it would move locations and would move to the corner of Hand and Winton Road in Spring Grove Village, at that time still called Winton Place. I was there that summer with Rita Swegman, dealing with the dust of a new move, and found out even that I had asthma as a result of her getting just what she saw needed to prepare that building for its students in their new home. And then I had the opportunity to come on board here and work with a fabulous design team. The team worked hard to make sure that the architects understood everything that we wanted in a school for our children. One of the members of that design team is no longer with us. Her name is Jennifer Coster. Jennifer Coster was a teacher at Winton Montessori. She was a volunteer at both locations. And she was very instrumental in making sure that we have an outdoor education program here. She left an endowment to the school to make sure that we can have a raised garden bed for our children to grow mini plants. Jennifer's family even left funding for us to add to our community garden after she passed away. That today is a day for us to remember Jennifer Coster as we celebrate our ribbon cutting and dedication ceremony. I talked to the children about what makes this building so great to them and why they wanted to move here. We have more students to learn and make friends with, and we have grown. Former principals, we're almost to 500 students now. Let's give ourselves a hand. The children said they feel more comfortable and safe to learn in this environment. And for our families who are out there, I know you call it Fort Knox. However, our children like the idea of being in a safe school. There is no Parker Woods that this school is named after. It's named after the preserved Parker Woods, the nature center and area that we have adjacent to the school. And that was important to us to be able to tie that nature preserve into our education. And the children are talking about that already. One of the children said they like the lunchroom because it's bigger and cleaner. They love the gym. It's much bigger. They said we don't have the leaks we had in the old building. We could actually had swim classes in the old building. They talked about the technology. In our 9 to 12 classes, we have whiteboards. And the children said the whiteboards allow teachers to explain information in different ways. They talked about more room in classrooms. They said they like our garden. They learn about different plants. And one student said they even had the opportunity to pick the mint from the garden and make mint tea in their classroom. There is more room for them to lay out the materials in the classroom so that they're not stepping on top of each other as they work with the Montessori materials. And what the top pick was for this school versus our old school is that this school has air conditioning. We could not ask for a better site nor neighborhood. I hope you will take time to look out over the site. You can see into the city of Cincinnati. We have been welcomed by the community of Northside. They have been very gracious to us, including their community council and most importantly, their education committee. They have offered a grant to one of our teachers to continue learning with our capstone projects. And they have become members of our local school decision-making committee, our LSDMC. We are not their neighborhood school. Chase Elementary School is, but you would never know the distance. They welcomed us from day one, and we appreciate the support that they have given us every day. Once again, I thank you for being here. We couldn't make it here without all of you. We hope if any of you would like to volunteer, I get a chance to plug for volunteers. We need tutors. You get to see our littlest and brightest children. They will present to you 2 songs, Light and I Can Do It.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I put my heart and my mind to it. I can do it. I can do it.
All right. Sing it for me.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I put my heart and my mind to it. I can do it.
What I
Tell myself it's a powerful thing. Like the day, the winter in the spring. When I start, I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my mind. I feel it in my mind.
I find that
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I put my heart and my mind to it. I can do it. I can do it.
the biggest one.
L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me. L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me.
See how it works? All right, 2 letters this time. The last 2 letters of the word will bling. Here we go.
L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me. L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me.
All right, 3 letters. Take them inside. Here we go.
L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me. L-I-G-A clean. I know that inside of me.
Good morning, everyone. But before I get started, I would love to introduce some great people who have joined me here today because we're all so excited to be here. And I'd like you to stand. We have Eileen Cooper-Reed, our board president, who's going to speak in a few minutes. All right. E. Bolton, board member. Kathy Ingram, board member. Kathy's back there. Also, we have a visitor here from Columbus, Rick Schwartz from the Ohio School Facilities Commission. And a dear friend and longtime architect, who really is the mastermind behind all of our buildings, Mr. Michael Burson. Thank you, Michael. You know, This is really exciting. It is very, very difficult to find Montessori principals. So in this room today is something that has probably never happened before. We have 4 Montessori principals in this room. And just many, many years when I would have to do principal selections, it was so difficult to find these talented individuals. Here today we have Rita Schwegman, Carmen Hall, also Melanie Dacey. Melanie, you're in the back somewhere. Also, we have Pam Thomas, a former CPS customer service director and councilwoman. And also welcome to all of our parents of those beautiful children and all our friends who are here today. Welcome, welcome. Why? Not only did you get a brand new building, you got a new location in Northside, you got a brand new name to your school that really pays homage to the park-like setting that you're in. I saw the new steps down to your nature preserve, the raised gardens that our 4th Montessori principal, Mrs. Simmons, mentioned earlier, and those raised beds for outdoor education. What a wonderful, wonderful idea. We're also delighted that as a district to really bring to life your vision here in Northside for Parker Woods Montessori. It's a vision designed to support Montessori instruction while incorporating all these great state-of-the-art features. Now, I understand while the building was in design, the architects actually went to the old building, went into the classrooms because they really wanted to learn about Montessori education. Then they took understanding of what they learned to help select the furniture and the placement of all those items in this new building. So I hope everyone is enjoying the new layout, the 2-story, the single-story wings, and the extended learning areas. And you know, I always marvel when I walk into these new gyms and I see the windows in natural light, something you did not see when they built buildings even 20 years ago. Also, Parker Woods Montessori is a community learning center designed to serve the community beyond the school day. We wanted to make sure that every child in our district gets educated in a new state-of-the-art building that supports 21st century education. So I want to thank all of the taxpayers for really helping us usher in this new era, because when we started, we had buildings that we were still using that were built in 1886. So here we are at the end of the plan with all these beautiful new buildings that generations to come will really value. So I hope you're as pleased with your new home as I am. It is a truly gorgeous building. So I think you all deserve an incredible round of applause.
On behalf of the Cincinnati Board of Education, I'm really pleased to be here this morning, along with my other 2 board members, because this is one of our very, very favorite times. Can you imagine, when you just think about it, what CPS has done over the last 10 years with regard to making sure that every one of your children had a new or renovated seat? How good it feels for us to stand at the dedications and to see that. The buildings are to wrap ourselves around the children so that they can learn. Is to provide teachers and administrators with environments where they can create those kinds of environments where children can be the best that they can be. And so that's why we're here this morning, to celebrate that. But first, I'd like to say thank you to all of you, because even though Mary said thank you, I want to make it a little more specific. It was the taxpayers and the parents of CPS that made this happen. The board didn't make it happen. We represent you. We just simply helped to carry it out. So thank you. Thank you for caring enough about the children in the Cincinnati Public Schools to make this happen, to build these beautiful schools, and to know that our children then know how much we as a community care about them. But in this moment, we get a chance to celebrate. So I'm so happy to be here with you, and congratulations.
The enrichment choir is made up of students from our ages 6 to 9 classrooms who have shown great academic achievement, who get additional time in the fine arts because of their mastery of skills in their gen ed classroom or regular classroom. We last year came up with a plan to have these children have more time in fine arts where it's still tied to the curriculum. However, the areas in which they also show talent, they have a chance during the school day to have those talents used.
Sign of the life in me.
students of Parker Woods Montessori who performed today a hand. A special thanks to our music specialist, Mrs. Sabre Thomas, for her hard work. About 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, she started working with the 6 to 9 and 9 to 12 students. And the 3 to 6 team, under the direction of Mrs. Melissa Ridley as team leader, pulled that together with our 3 to 6 children. They sing those songs on a regular basis. You saw their little yellow lights. They wore them on the left side because they talk about they have a light inside of them and they have to keep that light close to their heart.